Tip jar, tip jar. Tip jar episode. Yeah.
All right, this is CTB presents The Tip Jar, doing dishes in the background edition.
I wonder if people can hear it, that would be great. I hope so.
I don't think they will, but either way, this is The Tip Jar. This is the show that we provide to you, the listener, as an added bonus to the already stellar content that the CTB show provides to you.
A small thanks.
If you enjoy it, go ahead and Venmo us $1 at City That Breeds on Venmo, and if you like it even more, go for $5, and you get to dictate a future topic of the Tip Jar. And this is our first listener-selected topic. The topic is childhood toys.
And this was sent to us by
Dave Workmeister.
Thank you, Dave.
Yes, thank you for your tip. Very generous tip. Let me give you a little bit of this. I'm going to work out an actual sound for a congratulatory money, spitting out money theme.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
There it is. That's it right there. But we all, thanks to Caitlin for the... She's... Okay, I don't think anyone can hear that. All right, childhood toys.
Joining us today for this Tip Jar episode,
Yeah.
My friend Jordan Clark. Jordan, you've been on our main show before, right?
I have been.
Twice.
Yeah.
And we are noodling on our very own podcast for the CTV network, which I'm just calling it now.
Yeah, definitely noodling.
Yeah,
Noodling away.
I've decided that this is a total aside, but everything that we do is not that is not the main show is CTB presents :
Whatever it is, : whatever it is, because all of our shows have colons.
Colonception. Yes.
Yeah. So we figured this would be a perfect way to bring you in, talk about childhood toys, the geek ephemera that we both love so well. Where do we start on this? This is a very free form because it's a tip jar. What were your favorite toys? What were your favorite toys growing up?
Oh, man, because I'm, in my 30s. Grew up during the explosion of toys in the 80s, the
Absolutely.
1980s. Transformers! God damn you, Transformers. You were so desirable as collectible items and these fucking cartoon robots that could turn into things.
I had an aunt who was spending a few years in Japan in the mid-'80s. So I would get sent Japanese Transformers.
Ooh, nice.
My Aunt Ellen.
Ellen.
And my Aunt Ellen and my Uncle Chuck would send me Transformers from Japan, and I could never really figure them out because I couldn't read the instructions.
Because they're in Japanese.
I was like, I know you're showing me arrows of how to turn things, but I just twisted Optimus Prime's head right off.
How old were you when you learned that Japanese text goes up and down and not left to right?
I think Big Bird once took a trip to Japan in, let's say, 1988 or 89, and I got a lot of information there. Apparently, there's a princess who lives on the moon.
Mm-hmm. Did she ever send you Gundam mech stuff?
No.
By accident, thinking it was a Transformer?
No. I mean, she was still young then. I mean, she's still young now, but she was hip. She knew what was up.
Okay.
But don't get me started on that rip-off bullshit, the GoBots.
GoBots came first, I think.
Probably.
Ooh.
They were not that great.
I don't know, Jordan. What was your favorite as a kid?
So I'm more of a '90s kid, and we also had an explosion of toys because we had Ninja Turtles, which were my favorite. I had a whole bunch of Ninja Turtles toys. We had what was that? We had everything that was based on video games and or cartoon shows.
Power
Rangers.
Obviously,
Power Rangers were huge. Power Rangers, because for me, there's childhood toys is separated into the toys that you got and the toys that you wanted or that your friends had.
Yes.
And that you never got.
Yes.
That was my life.
Yeah. So my friend had all of the Power Rangers. He had the Megazord and all of the different because there was the Megazord that came complete.
Just the Megazord.
Right. And then there were all the different Zords that all the Rangers had. That
It's practically child abuse to have just one of those things that assembles into a giant robot.
Knowing that your stupid saber-toothed tiger Zord can only make a foot.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do with that stupid
What do I do
foot?
with 1 foot?
Right.
Because I had Voltron, and I had the 2 arms, and they could shoot the little lion heads off, but I'm just running around shooting lion heads off. I couldn't form Voltron and produce the sword that he always produced to cut the robot in half.
So I don't know why, because my parents were not necessarily a buy me whatever I wanted parent.
I got nothing I wanted.
I like to say I got nothing, and yet I had an extensive Ghostbusters collection.
Ooh.
Like I had Ecto, I had Ecto 1. I had the firehouse. I had the plane. I had the helicopter. I had multiple. I had a ton of shit, but only that. And that stopped right around 1989-ish.
Did you have any of the slime-based toys? Because there were tons of those.
Yeah.
No slime-based toys because my mother didn't want to clean it up from the carpet.
Exactly.
So no slime.
I would have slime, and it would wind up on the ceiling, just because I wanted to throw slime on the ceiling and watch it stick.
What I would do
and
is
it would forever stain the ceiling.
I would keep sticky hands. I'd be like,
Yeah.
this is the slime,
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, can we go to the bank? I need a sticky hand.
Sticky hand and wacky wall walker that would always get covered in cat hair and stop being sticky, and then you eventually learned that you could just wash it with soap and water, and it would miraculously be sticky again.
It would come right back. I also had all the weapons. Like I had a proton pack. I had a slime thrower. I had a trap. I had a flash a light on the wall and make a noise.
Right.
I had the Nerf gun popper. For some reason, I did have a ton of Ghostbusters stuff.
Too bad you don't now, because it would be worth some monies.
Maybe I don't know. I remember the little Jewish boy we gave them to, in Always Mills.
You gave them away.
Yeah, that's what you did. That's why those things are worth money now because you just
Right.
gave them away or trashed them.
Didn't even bother. I still have a G1 Optimus Prime in box.
That's probably worth.
It's probably worth
$20.
$400.
Maybe. Who knows?
Did you ever have a pogo ball?
Hey, dude. No. Yes.
Pogo ball is what you call it.
I was not a huge fan of the active toys.
Yeah, I was about to say we're going to spend too much time talking about action figures and not action toys.
Did you guys just have a pogo stick?
No, I had a pogo ball.
Yeah, I always wanted the moon bounce shoes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how viable or safe those were, but they always look really fun.
Did
on
you ever
TV.
did you ever remember seeing the ads for the aquatic bike in the back of Boy's Life or something like that, and just dreaming about being able to ride your bike across the Chesapeake Bay? Yes. And then the sad realization when you learn that, oh no, that is not how that works at all. They're just these gigantic plastic tires that you must go very slowly, and if you hit a high wind, you will die. You will flip over and die.
I was gifted a Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio. Was terribly disappointed to find out
you couldn't talk to Dick Tracy with it?
It wasn't actually a wrist radio. To which I then went down into my father's basement, my parents' basement, took apart a radio, took apart a watch, and tried to make it work. It did not work.
Didn't work?
It did not work.
Your mad scientist schemes didn't work out.
I also tried to make web shooters.
Nice.
They did not work. That did not work either.
I think, though, that became a toy regardless because it was just silly string.
Yeah.
Right. I had a little bit more glue involved with mine.
Glue?
Yeah, I tried to make web shooters. How do you think that, I wanted them to stick?
Ew. Weaponized glue.
All I ended up doing was gluing together a coil of string. It did not work well.
No, I'm thinking back. I think there's one thing that is very 80s and 90s that kids today probably have no idea what, even the concept of them, and that's fast food toys.
Oh.
Like
Happy
McDonald's.
Meals.
We could do an entire
Burger
tip jar
King.
on that topic.
But there were Happy Meals toys that were just legitimate toys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because today it's just here's a little throwaway thing.
Right.
There was a whole industry of I don't know if they're well-made toys, but there was definitely, again, it's a similar thing to, if your friend got the specific glow-in-the-dark troll that you wanted, because it was all a crapshoot. I mean, if
That's
your
the
parents
worst part
wanted-
about it, just going in there and being like, can I please have the fry box that turns into a dinosaur? And they're like, no, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really, what is it? It's just it's the low paid person behind the counter just reaching into the box and throwing in whatever piece of plastic they
Right.
pick.
So unless your parents were going to make a legitimate fuss about getting whatever that was, because I saw parents do that. And
I've been here 25 times in the past week.
This is horribly off topic, but it does relate to McDonald's. You know what's an actual childhood game? McDonald's Monopoly.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the article about the one person who was literally stealing millions of dollars because he was the guy in charge of the tickets? So he was keeping Park Place or whatever it was that was going to win you $1
Son
million
of a
bucks
bitch.
and selling them to
Nice.
people.
Yeah, how do they not like?
Yeah, I don't know how you don't do that if you're a low wage,
Right.
He was
shift manager.
He was being paid like $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
On top, and then
Yeah.
he was stealing the game pieces.
Because there's got to be like McDonald's employees can't win McDonald's Monopoly, right?
I think you're ineligible, but if you're the bored guy working there at like midnight and you're just peeling these things off and you're like, oh shit, I got a Park Place right here.
Yeah,
And then you
hop
go ahead
right
and
on
you just
Craigslist.
get on the old Craigslist, go on the dark web.
Not quite a childhood toy, but I just needed to make sure that everyone knew I knew that
Right.
story. What was your white whale? What didn't you get that you really, really wanted?
Once I started to get into Legos, I really wanted like one of the giant pirate ship sets.
Sure.
But they were a couple $100.
Yeah.
So I never got that. I at one point had virtually all of the pirate Lego sets that you could buy for less than $100. I made a little world out of the whole damn thing. I invented a game, a board game, a role-playing game with these little pirates.
Why isn't there a Lego pirate movie yet?
I don't know.
I'm
It's probably coming.
sure there will be one at some point. They just have to figure out how to work Will Arnett into it as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so easy. If I'm the producer of these Lego movies, just say, "Oh yeah, it's a multiverse," and all the characters can just like pop in and out.
Absolutely.
So Batman flies through a wormhole, goes into the pirate world. Joel Batman, attorney at law. Oh shit. Right. Oh, so this role-playing game, pirate-based role-playing game that I invented, like you would roll die, and then you would move your pirate Lego character. The goal was to get the chest of gold. And you could you could get like a pistol, you could get a rifle, the musket, or a saber.
I got me a hook hand.
And then when you would fight the other Lego characters, you had to roll die to do damage, and and
Nice.
see who kills the other pirate. Anyway,
Impressive.
I'm a dork.
Impressive. Jordan.
I think I had two because I mean obviously I really wanted that Megazoid from Power Rangers, and they had because the thing about Power Rangers, even today, like it's not necessarily a surprise that it still exists today, but like the way that it is continued to work is that it's eternal almost because like they just keep switching out the goddamn Zoids.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like...
Do you suppose there is there has to be on the internet, like a list of all of the toys, and how many are there? And I bet there are like 1,200.
Yeah, because they keep, I mean, at first they were dinosaurs, and then they like were different dinosaurs, and then they were like...
Cars.
Yeah, and then I think they were like other animals, and then like, so it just kept...
And then one time they were just ninjas.
Yeah. So I always wanted the original like Megazoid with the big sword and all that stuff. And then I also wanted, I remember there was like a X-Men Danger Room set.
And that, so my white whale wasn't an X-Men set.
Yeah.
Mine is the Star Trek NCC 1701D, the Enterprise D bridge play set, but for Next Generation.
Yeah.
It was just so cool, and it's based off of the old Mego original series bridge set, and it has transporters, and you put your guys in, and they disappear because it's like magic tricks. Have you seen the Stuff That Made Us episode on the Star Trek toys?
No.
When Playmates got the license in like the 90s, they made like 250 figures. That's what I would want. All of those.
Wow.
Yeah, that's new.
So you can just put them in a box and just never
look at them
touch
again?
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have them slowly accumulate lots of pet dander.
Yep.
Cool.
That's the life I'm leading.
Well, I think there's also a couple big 90s 80s ones that we didn't talk about. Did you guys have Teddy Ruxpin?
We did have a Teddy Ruxpin.
I was a little creeped out by Teddy Ruxpin, but I do enjoy the fact that you could put a Slayer cassette in Teddy Ruxpin.
And his mouth was moved.
Yeah. Raining blood.
Yeah, we had my grandmother. My grandmother had weird toys. She had a Teddy Ruxpin. She had these things called Zax, which were kind of like Legos, but you made geometric shapes out of them.
Okay, boring.
Yeah.
Very boring.
Constructs with an X. Did you ever have that?
Constructs.
Yeah, I had those. I liked those. I liked any of the put things set. Oh, Domino Rally.
Domino Rally,
yeah.
we had one set, and it's not fun.
It was incomplete.
Yes, you can't like it's over.
Yeah, done.
Did you guys have Pogs?
We definitely had Pogs.
I think I might have been aged out of Pogs by the time they were hitting the scene. Alf, he's back in
Pog
Pog
form. Pogs were big until they got kind of banned from middle school.
Yeah. What about Bop It?
Bop It. Yeah, we had Bop It. We had Skip It.
Or as Simon says.
I preferred Bop It Extreme.
We had a yo-yo ball.
It's what you call it. So
What?
everybody have a ball.
Yo-yo ball? Hey, dude,
I remember-
it's a yo-yo ball.
Remember all of these stupid fucking jingles.
Right, and
Yeah.
they'll be in your head till you die.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be on my deathbed. I'll be like, hey, man, it's a yo-yo ball.
Skip It. There's this thing. It just blew into town. It's Skip It.
But the
Skip
very
it.
best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball.
I want those to be. I want those to be my last words.
There's a counter on
There's
this
a
ball.
counter on the ball.
And all the people in the future wearing their holographic headsets are just like,
What could he have meant?
what is that prophetic phrase that he just uttered?
My life is the first few minutes of Citizen Kane.
Yeah, yeah.
Skip it. Skip what, sir? Skip what?
He means to skip the quarterly profits for his mega corporation and donate it all to charity.
Yeah, right. No, don't do that. If you're listening to me now, no charity when I die.
Whoa,
I know.
Brian,
I'm the charity.
greedy monster.
Did you guys? Because you guys are just a little older than me. Did you guys ever get a Furby?
Yeah, we had Furbies.
I
Hated
didn't.
the Furby.
I didn't have one.
Tamagotchi. We also had Tamagotchis.
I had one of those.
But like these
And now
are
you can
like-
just download it on your phone now.
I know, but they
There's a
want you to pay
Tamagotchi
for it.
app. No, I don't think so. I remember it being free when I downloaded it.
Tamagotchis were another one that the school just did not like. And we were old enough that like it could consume our lives really easily.
When I was in middle school, they were banning slap bracelets because people were getting into fights over them.
Slap bracelets we had, but like we were the last children to have like dumb toys that weren't electrified. All other toys now have batteries. I know Caitlin says no. She hangs out with kids. I don't.
And computers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all internet. Slime is not dumb. Slime is cool.
Yeah.
Floam. I
Floam
enjoyed
was
that.
great.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Gak.
Gack.
I just like that at this point we're just saying product names.
Yeah, we're just naming products for free.
'cause
These
For
are all
Nickelodeon.
things
No
people
co-
bought.
Nickelodeon sold the slime, right? Like you could buy it. That's another thing that I always wanted. That
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
could buy Nickelodeon slime in a tub.
yeah.
But it wasn't like the slime that you would get slimed
Right.
with because that was just like
It was far more like firm and kind
Yeah.
of petroleum-y.
yeah, the slime one that you can't do that on television was just like oatmeal and water and
Ugh.
Yeah.
food coloring.
How many different colors of slime were there?
Green and orange.
No.
Maybe blue.
On you can't do that on television?
Just green?
No, there was green, there was white, and there was red, and also water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? What were the different reasons to be different colored slimes?
So if you said I don't know, it was green slime. White slime, I think was I have to look this up. This is like major deep cuttage. And then if you said water, you get water or something like that.
Well, I think those are all the toys.
All of
Yeah.
them.
All of them.
Every single toy. We just named every toy.
we forgot
in the
about
world.
My Buddy and Kid Sister.
My buddy. My Pet Monster. Okay.
My
Hey,
Pet Monster.
let's just rapid fire. Name them off. Just name off everything.
Okay.
Go bots. Wait, no. Exo Squad.
Silverhawks.
I think we because I mean there was also a lot
Stretch
of
Armstrong.
like
Thundercats.
yeah, Stretch Armstrong was great. I love Stretch Armstrong.
Cops.
What was the cops?
Yeah, with Long Arm and Big Boss.
Oh yeah. Okay.
COPS.
What was Stretch Armstrong's
The back.
adversary? He was like a red guy with a brain popping out of his
I
head.
know what
Yeah.
you mean.
All right.
I don't remember.
All right, that has been Childhood Toys Tip Jar episode. In the can.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to?
No, that was fun. Send us money.
Yeah, Venmo us $1 if you enjoyed this episode at City That Breeds on Venmo. If you do $5 or more, you get to choose the next tip jar topic. I still don't know what we're gonna do if we get like $10. What do we do?
Give them our firstborn.
Oh, okay.
We'll write a song. If you send us $10,
We'll write a song?
I will write you a song
About anything?
about the person.
Oh, about the person.
And I won't do it off the top of my head either. I'll actually write it down. I'll spend time on it.
Wow. That's pretty cheap.
You know.
All right. Brian can be bought on the cheap. All right. See you next time.
Bye.